It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
2nd down and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. Hall again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Hall on a give up the middle. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nicole Hardman, 44 yards. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Once more, here's Eckler. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler. 36 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. And the tackle goes. At the 25-yard line. There's McCole Hardman as he brings this offense onto the field yet again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally He feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Able to get this one to McBride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third down and 1. They'll run with Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Herbert now. He gets it to Johnston. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal.
Touchdown! Josh Palmer, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after one. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P.A.'s here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. A little short pass. This is Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the